What's one of the most common mistakes you see in boxers in all levels? The most common mistake I see in boxers at all levels. That's a good question. Depending on too much mitt work, that's a common mistake that I see. A lot of fighters, once they touch the mitts, once they hit the mitts, then they're no longer motivated to do things on their own. They're too dependent on mitt work. They look at coaches like me who specialize in mitts, and then the only thing that they want is mitts. So when I say hit the heavy bag, when I say shadow box, when I say this, all of a sudden the motivation isn't the same. So one of the common mistakes that I see at boxers all levels is the dependency on mitt work. Another thing is the dependency on the coach being present at all times. I believe that a lot of fighters, feel that their coach needs to be there when they're shadow boxing. They need to be there when they're hitting the heavy bag. They need to hold the mitts for them. They need to wake them up in the morning to go running. They need to call them at night to make sure they ate. They need, and that's just way too much. If you need a coach to do all those things for you, you're just not self motivated. And a coach's job is to provide you with the best information and guide you the right way and train you the right way. But a coach is not there to be your babysitter. So I believe that boxers at all levels, they all end up getting into that babysitter mode where they feel like their coach has to be present for every little thing that they do. And once that becomes you, you could basically just kiss your boxing journey goodbye, because what's going to end up happening is you're not going to be motivated unless your trainer motivates you. And at the end of the day, ain't nobody going to do for you what you could do for you. So you have to seek out the information, you have to seek out the knowledge, but then you got to be willing to put in the work. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, a trainer has a job to do. A trainer has a responsibility. A trainer's there supposed to help you grow, supposed to give you the training needed. But again, he doesn't have to be your babysitter. So that's the best thing I could think of.